Today in this video, we are going to be looking at the Autorev 1 challenge from picoCTF 2026. And the prompt challenges us to reverse engineer 20 different binaries, but the catch is we have exactly 1 second per binary to find the secret password and send it back. So as a result, this challenge will require us to make a script to reverse engineer the solution faster. So first, let's go connect to the server. And we can see that it's asking us for what the secret is, and it is sending us a giant binary file. So it says that we only have 20 binaries and we have 1 second to send the secret in each one. And we have a random string up here. So first thing I want to do is see what the binary file actually is after running it. So I'm going to copy this entire string of binary, exit out the server, and I'm just going to make a random file called, let's say, binary.raw, paste in the string, the bytes, and then we're going to convert it from raw data and back into a Linux executable. So we can do that with xxd, and we can do -r and then -p and then binary, the input file, and then the output file. So now we have the binary file in here. Let's make it executable, and then let's run it. We can see that it's prompting us for what the secret is. And first thing I thought of was, what if this random string up here was the secret? So I decided to paste that in, and well, it looks like it's correct. At this point, I realized that we actually didn't even need to worry about the binary. We just need to get the secret line and essentially just paste it at the end in 1 second. So to do that, we're going to need a script because it's not humanly possible to copy and paste that fast. So now let's go make a Pwntools script to solve this challenge. So I'm going to open up a code editor and make a file called solve.py. So first things first, in a solve script, we need to import Pwntools by doing this. And then since this is a remote challenge, we need to specify the host name and the port as the targets. So I'll just name host equal that, and then the port equals this. And then we can specify the target, which is basically remote, and then host port. And we found an equal sign here, which is why it's yelling at us. And as we can see, we have to tell Pwntools where this string of numbers actually is. So we can see that it's after this weird angry smiley face and then a new line. So we can tell Pwntools throw everything away until you get to this indicator, and then we can set the secret code equal to the next line, and we can just do .strip just to clean up any extra spaces. So this basically just reads up to here and then goes to the next line, and then we just get Pwntools to read this entire line, which basically contains our secret code. And we can just print out the secret code while it runs. So now we need to tell the program where to actually paste and send the code. And we can see that we have to paste it after it says, what's the secret? So like we did up here, we can do p.receive until what's the secret. And then we can just simply send the line, which is basically just sending the secret code we obtained at the beginning of the program. Since there are going to be 20 different binaries that we have to do, that means we have to make a loop and run this 20 different times. However, there is a catch where if we try to loop this code, this will not work, because as we will see in a bit, if we do p.interactive and try running this, we can see that after it sends the first binary, we will notice that this angry smiley face only shows up at the first run of the program, which is at the top. So let me just show you real quick. Python 3 solve.py. We can see that the first code was sent successfully, as here. However, there's no more angry smiley face to kind of be as the reference for where the secret code is. And we can see that the secret code actually appears after the server responds with correct. So because of that, we have to make a slight modification, nothing too big. I'm just paste in the loop right here. So from 2 to 21, I'm basically just making a verbose output here. We can add in a counter up here as well. So essentially this code received until we have the correct and a new line, which is just basically a slight change from the angry smiley face we had before. And it just does the same exact thing. And then at the end, I just like putting a p.interactive just so that we can see what the server outputted at the end. So let's try running this program. We can see that sending all of the secret codes. And finally, after 20 codes sent, we have the flag. So let's go submit that. So the key takeaways from this challenge is basically just learning how to write an efficient Pwntools script and making it adaptable based on the output of the target. So if this video helped you and you learned something new in this video, please give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.